Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Move Me Back series. Today I'm here with Reggie. Hey Reggie.
What's up? What's up?
This is the second time I've met you and now I'm interviewing you again.
Man, I must have did really good the first time.
I know you did. I was mind blown after that podcast. Seriously, you did a good game for real. So if you guys haven't seen that, you must watch that. Okay. So Reggie, I need to ask you, are you Ghanaian?
I am not.
You know you look Ghanaian.
That's what everybody keeps saying. I might be. You know, I'm gonna just continue to accept the fact that people say I am.
Yeah, no, you really look hardcore Ghanaian. So what are you doing in Ghana then?
So I'm actually here on a sports development exploration. So I'm finding like different locations for apartment housing, sports facilities, doing some interviews, really talking about my program that we're trying to bring to Ghana.
Okay, what's the program? What's that about?
Yeah, so I actually own a college in the U.S. called RPA College. So RPA College is simply just a school for athletes, and we help them go from wherever they are, whether it's high school to college or college to their career, or if they're coming back and trying to play ball. We help them find out where they want to fit at in life, but we use the platform of sports for that.
Okay. So how does Africa or Ghana connect to what you're doing over there?
Yeah, so I came here in 2021, and I just noticed like there were so many schools here, right? So I always wanted to come to Africa anyway. Right. But I noticed that overseas, like the school and sports are not always together. Right. So I wanted to bring that concept here and then bridge that sports and education component, but also bring American athletes to Ghana to explore and see what it's like. Especially once I found out about Beyond Return and the year return. So I was like, man, we gotta come back and show everybody stuff that I've seen.
Yeah. That's really interesting. I saw something on Instagram. There was this I don't know what they were doing. I'm probably going to say the wrong thing now. But they were doing like basketball or something like that. And they brought people from the US to play against the Ghanaians. Yeah. Or something like that. It seemed like a big deal. I mean, I wasn't heavily into it, but I just saw it and I was like, this is really interesting. Yeah. So it sounds like you're doing like a similar kind of thing.
Because basketball is one of those international sports. Yeah. They play it in Europe, here, everywhere, right? So that's familiar. American football, the tackle, even the skills part of it is not known. So we want to have that development, but the way that we're going to do it is bringing the Americans here so that they can see it versus just being coached it. They can actually see it. And that's what happens in America. Like when you're like middle school or high school, the older people are teaching you as you grow. Right. So we want to create that same system.
So you want to bring that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. That same developmental system, which then they can then get seen by the colleges back in the U.S. And the NFL has came here twice.
Really?
Yeah. So they're looking for African talent too. So they're looking for NFL Africa. So so if we building up these athletes the same way we do home, the same trajectory and the same plan, we want to build that for them here.
Right. So I noticed that you're on a bit of a mission being here because I'm like, I spoke to you this morning, you're like, I'm interviewing someone before you and then I'm doing something after you. I'm like, you really put a whole schedule together to make use of your time here.
Oh yeah, so I don't waste time. I love to have fun. I love to have fun, but I come out here for a purpose, right? So getting the exposure and meeting as many people as possible was the purpose. You know, and then we had a 2-day setback, that kind of crammed everything. So I'm always trying to get it all done.
So you've only been here for a few days. So what have you seen of Ghana that you like? Is there anything attracted you? Would you ever move here?
Yes, I actually want to move here, right? Maybe like split time between here and America. Right. Come out with certain cohorts and spend time with them. But what attracted me here is really, when I went to the President's Cup, That was cool. I'm always looking for where we can add value. So I saw a couple of things that we can add to the sports scene. Right. We went to the University of Ghana. They had a 3-on-3 basketball event. So I went and saw that. I'm mingling with the college kids. I'm just like, okay, this is a real college like vibe, right? Yeah. But it was basketball and the car show and then vendors. So I saw that there was a lot of opportunity to do the same things we do home here, you know. So I'm really excited about what's coming.
So tell me what one of the things that you love about Ghana?
Oh, the food. I like to eat.
Really?
I think I probably had like 5 plates of jollof already since I've been here.
Really?
That was the first thing I wanted when I got here.
Really? Had you had jollof before?
When I was here last time, yes.
Oh, really? So you've never had it?
Before
Really?
I never knew what it was.
No. I'm like, jollof for me is so basic. Like,
it's basic, right? So it also reminds me. I'm from New Orleans, so it reminds me of jambalaya.
really?
Yeah, so that's kind of like what I tried to make it. I told everybody at home, like, hey man, it's like jambalaya, right? But it's not like jambalaya.
I've never had that, but it's like, is it a bit more sticky or something?
Yeah, it's more sticky. It's not as
Yeah.
Lots of meat. Well, if you make it from how we made it, in New Orleans, it's more sausage, shrimp, chicken.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. And then the opportunity to live really good, right? Like a simple income back home would make you really well here, right?
Yeah, changing over them dollars, right?
Yeah,
it's good, huh?
It's very good, So I haven't, exhausted as much as I thought I would have, and I've had a blast. The people, like we went out around the corner last night, and we just sat amongst the people and had some food,
It's so nice,
drinks.
isn't it? I feel like sometimes when you're from the West, those are some of the things that we don't often get to appreciate. Just being able to say, okay, you know what, let me just go for a walk. And then you go somewhere and then something's happening, or you walk into something, it's just it's completely different. Do you know what I mean?
It's safe, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I can be in this neighborhood that I'm not from, and just go sit amongst people who don't know me, and they're waving, I'm waving, we're drinking and we're eating, and it's just like, what do you need? What do you want?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is amazing.
That piece,
You're
gonna get that calling to come back soon.
Hey, I'm gonna start shortening my trips now. I'm like, hey, every 2 months. It's gonna be nice. But nah, it was just being able to walk to things, and when you spend money here, you can see where it's going and the benefit and how long it goes, right? So if I buy clothes, like I went shopping here, didn't have my luggage.
Yes.
So I went and bought luggage and clothes, stuff like that, and just the appreciation and gratitude of buying it. And nothing like on charity. It's just, hey, this is my hustle.
Yeah.
So how much?
Where did you go to get your stuff?
I can't remember the place, but it's literally up the street.
Oh.
And look, we found it on accident. So we was going to the mall, and then we ended up walking. I saw a little shop, and I said, let's go in here.
Yeah.
Walked in and
just spend some money in the shop.
Spend some money.
Oh, you probably made that person's day, honestly.
Oh yeah. She said 400 CDs. I was like, okay. And she looked at me and she put it in the bag, and then she walked us out. She had the bag. She walked us to the street. I was like, and then she looked at me and says, when are you coming back?
Right, yeah, of course. She wants you.
Whenever you want me to, I'll be there. But
That's nice.
It's just the hospitality, and I always go back home and tell everybody, like, man, like, this place is crazy.
Yeah. So what are some of the main differences you see between the States and here, Ghana?
Everybody's hustles is the exact same, right? It's just the lackadaisical. Here, everybody's kind of like, when I get to it, when I get to it.
Right.
Like, it's like, hey man,
Yeah.
like we went to the restaurant, it was like we ordered food, and it was just like, hey, where the food is at?
Yeah.
But as you're sitting down and waiting, it's so much conversations happening. So it's like you can kind of forget. You're like, hold on, man, it was 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And I ordered, but the difference is that everybody's always on the go back home.
Yeah.
Like, it's always like, hey man, bye man, hey man, bye man. Like, and here it's more like the day. It's almost like time moves slow here too. It just kind of just coast on. And
I get that, but then I feel like time also goes very fast because a week can go like 3 days.
Oh
in here.
yeah.
Like it just like, how's it the weekend already? It just goes.
Yeah.
But I also understand what you're saying. In certain moments, it feels like things are slow.
Like, okay,
people move slow.
It's nice though. Just being able to just look at how people work and how we work, and what's a true village and community versus what's just a neighborhood at home.
Right.
Like these are communities where everybody knows everybody. Like we went down. We was in Osu, and I wanted something out of a shop the first time I came.
Yeah.
And they didn't have it. Well, the guy took me out of the shop and went to a different shop, and they split the money.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's never happening in America.
Really?
I'll order it for you. I'm not gonna send you to.
Oh, I see the difference.
I'll order it so you can still spend with them. But they just share it. Like they would never let anybody leave off that street and not leave with something.
Yeah.
And I like that. So that was cool for me.
I guess that is very different. I guess maybe I've been here a little longer, so I'm probably a little bit more desensitized to seeing some of these things. But yeah, you saying that kind of brings it back. Yeah, it's very much like that. There's a sharing attitude.
Share, yeah.
And that's really nice. So yeah, that's cool.
And one thing that was really cool that I sat up in the VIP with the president at the President's Cup.
How did you get to do that?
Hey man, look, so I know some people that know some people.
Oh, here we go. So, you need to let me know those people.
You know, but that's what happened when we got here, right? So we got met at the plane, they brought us out, and you know, they made sure we was good. And then I wanted to go to the game, so they got us some tickets, and then we're up in the, you know, the president's thing. I'm just like, I haven't even been to the White House.
Right.
At home.
That's another thing, right? So you get easy access to certain high-profile places here, which you probably couldn't get.
No way.
In the West.
No way. You know, and he's just sitting there. I'm sitting here, and my guys were like, "Dude, the president is right there."
Right.
Like the president of the not of the country club, of the country. Like he's sitting right here, right?
Right.
So I'm like, okay. And then I've been into certain houses and stuff, and like the Jubilee House. And I went there last time I was here.
Okay.
Met the ministers of tourism. So just meeting like the people who are dignitaries in the government. It's like, I don't meet these people at home.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
So it's like you're really able to get in and network properly, right? And do some real damage.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Setting stuff up within 15 hours. Like one text message, phone call, and it's like, oh, I got you on that. Like, wow. Like
connects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm a networker back home, like just because I love to network.
Yeah.
But here, networking is not just about I know you, you know me. No, things happen.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I need to get on TV. And it's just flowing, you know.
So how were you able to make those connections without physically being here? How did you do that?
That little green app, WhatsApp. WhatsApp and LinkedIn. But because my program is so valuable back home,
right.
I just shared what I wanted to do. I always lead with value. I always say, hey, this is what we do here. I want to bring that same opportunity there. So if I'm talking to the Minister of Tourism, I'm talking about how we can bring people to the own country. I'm talking about sports. We're talking about bringing the sports development, education, right? So we're trying to collaborate with every department, but then people like yourself and other people on the ground, hey, look, let's collaborate and do things. So I'm always thinking about collaborating with people who are doing stuff because if I'm coming with value, I want to make sure that I lead with what I can bring to you, not what I need from you. And I think that's where people like mess up a lot. So when the governments reach out and stuff like that, it's never I want the government to give me. No, this is what I'm bringing.
I like that. I think what you just said is absolutely 100% correct. It's about unity when it comes to these things, because I think for so long, so many of us have done things isolated, you know what I mean? And you can only go so far doing things isolated. But having that whole unity thing where we're working together is so much more impactful, you know? And Ghana or Africa is wonderful for that.
Man, it's amazing.
You can meet I've met some people here and I'm like, I don't even know how I've met you. Like, it's so random sometimes, you know, but it just works. I love it, absolutely love it.
And it feels genuine. Right? It's just genuine. And I don't take offense to it if somebody asks for a service charge.
Right.
I'm like, you hook this up, right?
Yeah.
Because then once I say, okay, that happens, then now I start to build my team here.
Yeah.
Right? So now, if anybody wants to come to Ghana, you got to do an interview with
with me.
You got to knock it out. You know, so that's just kind of how I think everything should work. Like, wherever your resources are at, you pool them together and you always have something to come back to.
Exactly. Because there may be certain things that I've not been able to do that you'll be like, oh, I already have that connect.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
easy conversation.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So tell me, the foods, right? Have you tried banku yet? Have you had banku?
I'm putting it in my note. What is that?
Banku and okra soup.
Okay, you gonna text me that.
You have to do the banku, you have to do the fufu.
Okay, the fufu is the hand?
Yeah, the banku is also with hands.
I'm not gonna eat with my hands.
No.
I'm not gonna eat with my hands.
Why? You just wash them first.
I'm just not gonna eat with my hands.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Nah.
And I don't want to insult anybody with a fork, so I'm gonna just watch it.
I mean, you can. They'll just be like, no, this guy's definitely a foreigner. But it's part of the experience. You have to use your hands. You must try it.
I'll think about it before we leave.
I'm gonna capture that on camera. I'm like, he's doing it with his hands.
I just be seeing like the little. I just can't get it.
No, but it's so much more enjoyable than doing it with a spoon, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, there's something different about just picking up the food like that, and I know, it probably takes a while, but yeah. Okay. And you don't chew, you swallow.
Okay. So
some people chew, but you shouldn't. You're supposed to banku and fufu. You take it and you just swallow it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. We need to graduate from jollof. Jollof is a good basis. But
I'm a safe eater.
Okay. Everybody that watches me knows I am extremely fussy. I'm a very safe eater. There's certain things I'm not eating.
Right. Okay.
Maybe we should do that.
Okay.
We'll go out to eat. We'll get a restaurant. We'll go out to eat before you leave.
Okay. You said Wednesday.
Yes.
Okay.
We're doing Wednesday. That's tomorrow. Absolutely.
Ooh, it is tomorrow.
That is tomorrow.
See the time flying, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You see.
Okay.
You see.
Yeah, I gotta pray about this one.
So we'll go do dinner somewhere first, maybe, and then we'll do our thing,
Okay.
So I'll tell you about this.
So do y'all do y'all eat it and y'all still go do things? Like, or do you gotta go home and like?
No, they'll just bring you water with soap, wash your hands afterwards, and just move on. Yeah, so you gotta have that smell on your hands, like I had soup, Oh man, okay. Have you had kelewele? You must have had that at least.
Nope.
Oh man, what have you been doing?
I just eating jollof and chicken.
No.
Basically.
Do you know what kelewele is?
No.
Oh. Do you eat plantain?
Yes.
Okay, so it's like a spicy plantain, but it's best to get it from the roadside where they fry it. It's more authentic.
Okay.
It's really good. It's just really nice and spicy, sweet. Kelewele.
Kelewele.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys been trying to go eat this.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's safe.
You're a foodie, huh?
I'm not.
You're not foodie? I sound like one.
Even the camera guy's laughing. No. There's certain things I'll eat and there's certain things I just, I've done a couple of videos where people have been asking me, like, what do you mean you don't eat that? I just.
They don't mean that. Like, just eat.
No, but we need to graduate from jollof.
Yeah.
So,
see, I'm cool back home. Everybody, you eat jollof, bro.
Really? That's not even adventurous.
That's like, better than going to KFC.
You're not even allowed to eat KFC on this trip as far as
we're not. We just ride past.
But the KFC in Ghana actually tastes different to abroad.
Yes, had it.
Oh, you have had it?
Had it last time I was here. It was the only thing that was open. And I was like, yo, this is not KFC.
Do you think it was good or bad?
It was great.
A lot of people say that actually. It does taste a lot better, right?
It was seasoned different. I'm like, y'all made it yourself.
Yeah. It is nicer. So you came with your boys. So what has their take of Ghana been? Is that their first time?
Nah, well, one of them was their first time. The other one, he came with me last time.
Oh, okay.
So we just came back together. But the one who's new, he's all over the place. He's heading to the castles now. So
really?
He's getting the full experience.
Wow.
Yeah. So we'll have a conversation about what he experienced and enjoy and stuff like that. So I just think like, okay, that's one person that I brought. And then one of my homegirls, she's here again too. So she wants to move here.
Oh really?
But she's not staying around. She's on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, her and her friends are here, so it's like
having a good time.
I'm telling everybody, you gotta come here.
Yeah, really experience it, right?
Because it's not what TV tell you about Africa. So you come see it, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not America, but I would want to leave America and try to rebuild America. It's kind of this is the thing, right? There is that whole culture that some of us are actually scared of because some of us moved here to get away from certain things, and I feel like
some of the people that come here want to actually bring those same things.
That's weird.
And it's like, then why don't you stay where you are? We have certain things that we do here that's just how we do it, and it's never going to change.
Yeah, I just think that's just how it should be. I would never want to like leave somewhere and try to make it that.
Right.
I'm from New Orleans, right?
Mm-hmm.
I moved to Dallas. Those are two completely different places.
Really?
I would try to make Dallas New Orleans, right? It doesn't work, right? Some people try.
That sounds mad to me because I mean I've never been to America. I'm like, isn't America just America?
Nope. Oh, it is completely.
Really?
Every block is totally different.
Really?
Like how you drive around here, it's kind of like the same feel. You might go 5 streets up, and it's a completely different neighborhood, different rules, different people, different mindsets, different money. Like it's.
What?
Oh yeah, it's totally different in America. Like you can go from one city to a small town in 30 minutes, and you might not be welcome.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's way different.
That's just crazy to me. Like how?
That's just America. Like, that's just America. Like every state's rules are different, every city rules are different, and every town are different. Then the whole United States rules are different. So you have the country, the state, the city, the town, and then you have some neighborhoods that also supersede.
Right. Wow, that's so weird. So like in Ghana, we have like Eastern region, Northern region, and stuff like that. And those feel very different. So like if you go to the Volta region, which is where my parents are from, it's completely different to Accra. So it's a lot more beachy, a lot more serene, but it's a lot more quiet. So if you're a person that likes a lot of nightlife and likes to be doing something to restaurant, then Volta region is not for you. It's lovely to visit, but it's not for you. It's completely different. And I feel sometimes when people come to Ghana, they feel like Accra is like the place to be. But there are so many different, the places have so many different feels, you know. And I feel sometimes that it's good for people to go out there and see the differences, you know, in the different regions, what they have to.
And I think because people look at Ghana like a state, right? So if you say I come to Texas, I expect it to be Texas.
Right.
You come to Ghana, this is a country. This is almost like coming to America.
Yeah.
There's different parts of America. So I think like once you realize this is not a state, it's a country.
Yeah.
Then you're like, okay, I have to explore the country.
Exactly.
Not
the
city. I explore the country. Right?
Yeah.
That's when you really have to educate. That's why I want to bring those guys over and those girls over early, so they can know like you're visiting countries when you leave America.
So I'm gonna ask you a bit of a difficult question now. In your short time of being here, what's one thing that you would say Ghana should change? It's a hard one. I know I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah.
A little bit of controversy.
Yeah. I think the level of confidence. I think Ghana should realize like this is a treasure and it is a jewel, and people should be here. I think like some people have that feel, but most are like looking at America like, oh my God, I can't believe you came here. You know, you should have been here.
Yeah.
That's how I feel, right? So I think like the level of confidence is something different, right? Like the pride is there for sure.
Yeah.
Just the confidence when talking to an American is like,
right.
Man, you in my space.
You
in my space. What do you mean?
Be like that. Yeah.
I met a few people who do that.
Yeah, it doesn't spread across people, but yeah, you can definitely see it at some levels where, it's like
in the airport.
I'm with it.
Well, I'm saying like as far as like changing.
Yeah, right.
The airport. Oh man, that's a headache within itself.
Yeah.
Right? And maybe because I'm used to how American stuff work, where it's just kind of flowing out. It's like a lot of like manual automation.
Oh yeah. That's done.
You know, so. But other than that, I mean, you have to adapt to what the country is at. Right? Don't come try to change everything.
Yeah.
Just see what it is first. See where you fit. See what you don't like.
Yeah.
Same way as if you went from Texas to Georgia, or Texas to California. That just adapt to the culture in a way. Other places. Yeah.
Nice. So where can people find you if they want to know a bit more about what you're doing and
Definitely. So my social media is Reggie Calhoun Jr. So Reggie Calhoun Jr. On Twitter, Instagram, fan base, everything.
Right.
And then my school name is RPA College. The website is www.wearerpa.org. And you follow me on everything.
Ah, that's the change. I looked at that earlier and I was like, what's that?
I'm very branded, right? So I really love to contact, hey, what's that? Oh, this is what we do, right? So this is a business card.
So did you used to play football yourself?
I did. I played American football, played college ball, played indoor arena football. Tried out for some NFL teams. I had fun, you know, and it just wasn't for me anymore. My path led me to work with the younger generation to get them to that level.
Right. So with football, I mean, I don't know much about it, but can you only play for a certain amount of time? Like you have a window of opportunity, and once you've gone past that.
Yes, you're considered old at 25. Like
maybe at 25.
Like, you're really old at 25.
Really? So what age do people start playing?
Stop. Well, start. Well, we started at like 5, 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that dangerous?
That's what they say. But we still did it.
Wow.
So you think about you're playing from 5 years old, start playing tackle at like 8. So from 8 to 22.
Really?
Yeah, you're doing that. So if you make it to your second contract in the NFL, you're pretty lucky. And if you even get one, you're extremely lucky. So
and it pays well.
I mean,
you paused.
for some people, yes, it's like a big name.
Yeah.
Right. That's what we teach at RPA. Is more so build you a brand.
Right.
Because your brand gets you money, not you running on the field. Anybody can run and jump. But you know who LeBron James is, right? You know who Kobe was?
Yes.
You know anybody else on a team outside of them?
No.
They had a brand. So if you don't have a brand, it don't matter how good you are. So there's a window. The average NFL player plays 2 to 3 years in the NFL. So you work all that time for 2 to 3, possibly years.
But then you must make enough money to make this thing like.
It depends on where you get picked up at. If you get drafted high, like round 1, and the first part of like round 2, really good money.
But then isn't that high risk though? So like you might have trained for all that time and then
you don't make it.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's 98% of the people.
Ooh. So you need to have a backup plan.
And that's what we build.
Ah.
That's what we build. So we focus on the 98%. Everybody in America want to deal with 2%. There's a bigger market to impact viewership. So the guy who had the camera, he's my first athlete.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's what do you want to do with your career? You love sports? Okay, we can keep you in sports. You don't have to be the athlete, but you can be the photographer, the videographer, the massage therapist, the chef, the travel agent, the pilot. You can be in sports.
I love that. What you're doing is amazing, you know. Seriously, don't quit. It's really good.
It's tough because you try to go, and the 98% is, although it's a big market, the 2% is the loudest.
Yeah.
So they're the loud ones. They're the ones that you have. So they're all like, I'm not listening to you right now. I'm trying to do what they're doing, but it takes so much. But because we're opening up so many different international pathways, there are a bunch of teams that pay athletes in other countries like Europe and Germany and Finland. So we can get you there. You need a passport. Yeah. That's the first thing we require our athletes to do, get a passport. Whether you play ball across season or not, what if you want to see the world? Yeah. You need a passport. Yeah, of course you do. So we teach them real life skills. So our slogan here is the platform is sports, the program is life. Ooh, you're good. You're good. I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much for talking to me today. You've really enlightened me, actually. I did not know this much about football and all that you do. I mean, I've seen you on social media, but I haven't really done a deep dive, you know. So, I appreciate it. I learned that too. Look, a little boom.
Yeah, you know, right?
I like that.
Take that one, take it back.
I do that always. Like, dude, what are you doing?
That's good. Okay, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the interview today. I've really enjoyed speaking to Reggie. He's really knowledgeable about a lot of stuff, so hit him up on his socials. It's really good. But that's the end of today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Don't forget to also like, comment and share this video. Until next time, we are out. Nutitfafa. Do you know what that means?